Legend of Total War here with part 40 of my Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Let's Play campaign as the Dark Elves. Alright, so previously, just fighting in the old world now. So we are sitting on 174 settlements, and the biggest problem here is of course dealing with the dwarfs. They're very large. Which apparently is not uncommon in this game. Apparently everyone basically every campaign goes this way. There's like no variation currently. Let's see here. You're safe there for the time being. You need to go and take Marienburg. Ooh, I think we can get away with auto-resolving this.
We will make them bleed. Their meager wealth is mine.
Okay, public order, we're pretty good here.
Everywhere.
Midland has returned because of public order problems that we're having. So we don't even hold any of Midland now. We're back at war with the Wood Elves, which kind of sucks because they're a massive nuisance. I wanted to sort of deal with other factions, but I don't have the money to keep paying them that much in return.
Action stations.
Every couple of turns. I did the peace treaty only lasted a couple of turns. What's happening is the dwarves keep forcing them to join the war against us. So I was coming down this way, but maybe we should focus our efforts on getting rid of the Wood Elves. They're a much smaller target than the dwarfs. So just like get rid of them, and then we can focus on dwarfs again. So we'll probably end up losing some territory to the dwarfs, but I'm losing territory to the Wood Elves because I just don't have enough armies to deal with them.
Establish a garrison.
I think we'll go with that. Oh, hang on. Now you definitely need the Elven healing, because we'll be getting into a few fights soon. And of course we've got this battle over here to do, but it's just like I also kind of don't want to get sick of the sieges. We can't be lazy though. If you start being lazy, that's when the dwarves get up on you, because they have way more armies than we do. And we're smarter than them, so we have to keep crushing their armies. All right, yeah, you make your way down to here.
Battle at last.
This is starting to get to sort of like their home territory over here, although I think this would be just as valuable to them, for the most part. And we've got Malekith down here, sailing in this direction. I really screwed up with riding to that vortex, but oh well, that happens.
The ocean awaits.
So yeah, we take a little bit of attrition through here, but it's not that bad. The big problem here is that I don't know where the settlement's going to be. We have a look, where's a coastline that we can land? Oh shit. Oh my god, there might not be one. There's a coast. Maybe we need to be heading towards there.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Dreadlord of Nagara.
I guess that's alright.
Cruelty and violence.
Alright, yeah, we'll head towards Myrmidons.
Command me.
You've had a fairly easy time. Ever since crushing Grombrindle, there's been no one in your way. We don't need to cleanse much corruption. Pretty good for that. Alright, let's get on and get this done. We have to fight it manually. Pretty much nothing else you need. You've got one more level up, and then you're done.
Stop that!
What level are you? Level 6. So there's nothing special.
To arms, Druki.
least I don't have any organ guns. Because the organ guns just wreck my infantry so badly. You know, I reckon my army probably would have been really good against vampire counts, but there's none left. Didn't get a chance to fight them. Well, I thought it was the vampire coast in like one battle, that's it. Of course, like I said, this happens in every game, but currently the dwarves are the strongest faction. By far. There's no variation, they always dominate. They're the strongest in order resolve, and they just have loads of factions to confederate with, and of course, they just do that pretty rapidly. In a sort of cheaty sort of manner too, because obviously, if you're the player, it's very hard to get confederations sometimes, at least until Archaon shows up. But, and you know, you gotta wait a certain number of turns and all this kind of stuff. Dwarves don't need to do any of that.
No mercy!
Oh shit. The only way I could possibly make my army better if I was to switch out Dark Shards for Shades. It's the only way I could possibly make it better, I think. But I'm quite happy with what we've got. When we've taken on the best dwarf armies with this kind of army, and beaten them. The problem is that we can't match their artillery. If we could have some sort of cannon or something, that would be good. But this is what we've got. Alright, so how are we going to deal with this? I think we'll get Marathi over here, and I'll use Malekith Mystify Miasma for a bit. We've got 123 magic. Just trying to find a good spot. Them using the bolt thrower on us is fine. Like, she's got a lot of missile resistance.
Forward. Going. Come with me.
Can you find a position where I can just sit there and hit them without them hitting me? This seems good. I think what we want to do is create a breach. You guys moving a little bit more over here, and we'll bomb this section here. So, let's bring it on this. What's this in here? Long beards. If they can, you know, damage that unit so it's basically got nothing left, then that's a good use of that unit. Let's get rid of them entirely. What's the rest of them there? Just going to melee. Okay. Well, they've only got a few shots left, but don't waste it. Which is sort of what we're doing there. They're aiming for like the fucking flanks. not really too fussed if the bolt thrower is aiming for us. They're just not doing very much damage. It's like 20 damage per hit. I just can't be bothered dodging it. Yeah, they're running out of ammo. Heal potion will easily fix that. Okay, starting to run low on magic. Or magic reserves, at least. So now you guys can stand back. You've done your job. Gotta damage these core rollers. Got a little bit of magic left. How much? 15 reserve. So I want to try and build that up as much as possible. Rangers is great weapons. Don't have to worry about them too much. It's mostly the quarrelers. Because these guys are up next. Current recharge rate 1 every 40 seconds. It helps us get a few more shots out of the limited magic that we have. Well, they're dead, just about. I don't know if it's a good idea if I just let them shoot us. I've certainly got enough health that I could continue to tank it. Seems like a silly thing to do. Alright. Start getting it closer. Tell you what, those shields really help. Probably a waste of ammo shooting these, but okay, actually, you can't even get a good shot on them. Go for the best targets. So yeah, someone at CA is a big Dowie lover, and they buff the Dowie to fucking hell. Because they're very powerful now. They used to be shit. And, like half an army is stronger than a full stack of most other people. In order resolve, at least. But the Dowie, they still suck because they're just a slow piece of shit race. Aim for these long beards, great weapons. I'm not arcing their shots properly, but they're still hitting them. So yeah, they've done a good job so far. All of them have killed at least a battalion's worth at the moment. Yeah, killer slayers. So, 99, 101. You did well. Yep. Okay, cool. Get back. We've still got 2 more uses of this, so wouldn't have to pop that down. Right, time for phase 3, which is the final phase. Where the Black Guard of Nagaron just go in and mop everyone. Oh, the battle's already won. We just need to finish off the Slayers. Didn't even need the phase 3.
Beautiful, deadly, victorious. I am the first sorceress.
Alright, so Telebheim, nothing special here, but we don't need this. We need walls. Alright, let's see. Who else hasn't moved?
Noble of Nagaroth.
Okay, seems we've done everything that we can. At least that doesn't help the dwarves at all. So I'm pretty sure all factions get that when that thing pops up, every faction gets it. We need to build this so that we can develop that up for public order, and then it will stabilize. We've got 19 turns to sort that out. So it should get done in time. This, on the other hand, it's just not quite making it. Like, that'll slow it down, but then we need to grow it up another level, which will take 8 turns to build that within 2 turns. Someone may, I think you're going to need to come back over here and just maintain the public order for a couple of turns, just to try and keep that number down. Skaven's Blight will be okay because it's got instability, it's going down, so it'll secure itself. Landmarks. Let's see here, what do we get? Slave decline rate plus 10%. It doesn't say faction wide, it says that just here. So income generated per 100 land. You get a lot of slaves coming in here. Make a fortune. This region's not actually making that much money though. Currently, there's not that many slaves. Good for public order. No faction-wide bonuses. It's just a good building. I mean, if you had 10,000 slaves, you'd make 5,000 gold from this. So I'll get that in there. And with the final building, yeah, try and increase the money we get from slaves even further. Still says, alright. Okay, what else is there? Nope, that seems to be everything, and we don't need the Black Ark, so we don't do that. When do we get the next one? Because that'll be very helpful. 16 turns we get that. It'll be very helpful against the dwarves, get into melee to bomb them.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
And violence.
So they're not, in any way, shape or form, looking for a fair fight. They're just looking for undefended settlements. Same with them, I guess. We should probably, if I try and spot it, they simply won't engage with us, but they're going to come around over here and cause us all kinds of problems. How am I only just weaker than the Wood Elves? Do they really have that many armies? That's a lot of money. But I think just going for public order, I don't need the money. I think everyone's got high high loyalty, so it'll be fine. Oh god. Hey, this looks pretty good because there's no... like, you can do it as many times as you want. So, this thing here, who should we give that to?
The Sunderer.
I'm interested to see what you can do with it.
Bloodshed becomes.
If you stay here, be able to get to Deity Schaffen next turn. And then we finally remove Bretonia from up here. What's going on with them? How they had no... Oh, because they didn't build it up, of course, right? Just wondering what to build there. Could have gone with the slave building, but we don't really need to increase our money any further. Could raise more armies, but like I said, can't get any more heroes. We're maxed out with that. Alright, so...
Lord of the Black Court.
Okay, apparently we could land here.
Send, damn you.
Shit, could we have...
My cruelty knows no limits.
We couldn't possibly land and attack at the same time, but we could force march there.
Voyager.
So... Oh, look at that. If you're within fog of war, they don't detect. Okay.
Sailing off, I suppose.
Just stay out here, I suppose. Doesn't look like it's going to be difficult to take.
Lord of Nagaroth.
Good, we can use this as a base operations. It's not pleasant for us. So we've got to watch out for public order. How are the last defenders doing? Probably not defending very well. No, they're slowly but surely getting stomped by the dwarfs. Now, Bretonia, how many settlements do they have left? 5. But they have absolutely no strength left. So where are these guys? Don't even know. Is that other faction still alive?
Ready?
No, the Bretonian faction, I think it was. They're gone. I can't remember what they're called. So we've technically met every surviving faction now.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
I'd like to reoccupy Isleheart, but we're better off doing that with just a lord. Even though it's more expensive to do it that way. I think you should come over here and take out Karaberg.
Lord of the Black Court.
Can't let Middenland get strong, so just recruit a new lord. Yeah. And he'll just go and occupy that.
We are besieged.
So we didn't get a chance to build up the defenses here. Dirty will wreck it. Hopefully he keeps it under siege for a long time. That's all we can hope for. So how many settlements am I on now? 177, so we're gaining settlements. There's no doubt about that.
Awaiting command.
I have to fight that manually. Like, if I auto-resolve that, units will die.
Death to all enemies!
It's annoying because it's just a minor settlement. But not every one of their minor settlements will have, you know, the walls upgrade. God damn it, dwarves just perform so well in auto-resolve. We are creative, simply. We play-tested the shit out of this.
Bolt throwers!
Please. Unless you've gotten me to play-test it, you have not play-tested the shit out of it. That's arrogant. Yep. Doesn't matter though. I'm right. I'm always right. I'm not always right, but most of the time I'm right.
Bolt throwers!
Just saying, you got someone in the community that'll work for you for free, and you don't take him up because he swears too much. Whatever.
Bolt throwers! With pleasure!
Or for whatever reason, I don't know.
Bolt throwers!
Kind of wish I'd be like, can we change the weather pattern on this map? I don't like fog. Okay, at least they're firing now. What is in your way? I mean, you can clearly fucking see it. There must be like an invisible wall in front of it. And they're shooting though. So arrows of Kronos are pretty good. I won't worry about that right now. Okay, so fireball time. How much magic do we have? We got a lot. I think yeah, fireballs is probably the way to go. Gotta make sure we line it up properly, or else it'll miss. they want to use the catapults to shoot at us, then that works fine by me. You gotta actually step a bit further back, you'll get more damage done. See? If you step a bit even further back, you'll do even more. See, look at that. That did as much damage as the previous 3 shots. So it's trying to make as much use of it out of our magic as possible. Look at that one, that was really good. That completely missed. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just do a bit of a hit and run. Just so they form up. That's it. Getting those kills in. She's almost on her worth. Luckily she has, because she's essentially taken out an entire unit of crawlers. She needs to do more than that. Fuck. Maybe I might get one of these down here, because it can do a lot of damage to miners. Did reasonably well. I need this one over here to realign itself. Running low on magic. It's fine to just sit there and let that catapult continue to waste its ammo. Right. It's your guys' turn now. Okay, if we create a breach here, that could work. Actually, no. Just knock down the gate. We'll try and just shoot through the gate, I think. No, they're not putting anything at the gate then. Clever girl. Move over here. Not that close. Move back. Let's give her Arrows of Cronus a go. Fucking idiot. Targeting is terrible. Always aiming for the goddamn flank. Doesn't matter. I don't need it in this battle. No. All the fireballs have been doing a lot of damage to it. Cool, one of them died on that as well. It's just out of range there. Alright, let's see how that goes. Good, getting some hits, that's what it's all about. Yeah, of course some of them will be obstructed. If they move a little bit more over here, it might give them a better angle. Help. That was a good shot. 17 of them dead. Okay, so they're actually getting quite a few kills in this one. It's all about the angles. $164 kills, they did an amazing job. Because they also knocked down... Well, was this the one that didn't use up any of its ammo shooting the towers? But even so, you know, if you add them all up, it's still quite a lot. And average it out, that is. The problem here is that it sort of tells you where it's going to aim, and it's aiming for where they're not really concentrated. We're out of our magic. So we've got one more shot of this. Make it count. That was a good shot. 234 kills, you definitely did a good job. Okay, now you have got breath attack and also healing potion.
Onwards!
Breath attack can actually be incredibly powerful if they're up on the walls. It works really well on an angle like that.
Moving out.
So to line it up.
Heed me.
Let's see.
Let madness reign.
Okay, you can easily fight them up on the wall here. If they want to put more guys up on the wall, great. If they don't, well then these ones up here can die. Back up.
Onwards.
Wait for them to form up a little bit, and then we'll give them another breath attack. These ones over here. Try and do as much damage as possible, obviously.
Advancing.
I'm thinking the rangers with great weapons would be a good target.
Channel my rage.
Oh, that was very nice. Yeah, really starting to get the hang of the breath attacks now. It's all about knowing what angles are best to use these things on. Because sometimes, you know, if they shoot directly down on something, most of the, like, they'll do heaps of damage to like one unit, to like one person. Where it's much better off to like completely destroy an entire unit like that. Probably won't even need to use phase 2 at this rate. Okay, get up. Okay, so so the last one will be on these. No. They don't even have that much health left. I think aim for the Longbeards. 50 kills. It's pretty damn good. Okay, we can bring in phase 2. I don't think there'll need to be a phase 3. There's just not that many of them left. But just in case, let's move them forward. For some reason these guys couldn't get a good angle on them. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? There we go. Like I said, didn't need to be a phase 3. Phase 3 of course being the assault. Phase 1, artillery and general buggery. Phase 2, skirmish. Phase 3, assault.
I am beyond defeat! Feast on your spoils!
Good, that secures the province.
Are crumbling.
Should more or less be under control. Let's hope so, because it'll be at nearly minus 60 public order. We need to keep moving. Maybe I should build the public order building here just to make extra sure.
Hag sorceress. Noble of Nagaroth.
Yeah, Alu over here needs to die.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Noble blood. I shall destroy!
Doesn't give us very good odds. There's also my... Oh, I've got a dragon. That should help.
Destruction
Alright, so
lies beyond!
my biggest concern is that they're going to do a lot of damage to my army. Not necessarily they're going to win. I'm pretty confident of victory here, even without an advantage. The terrain's not really that good for us either. There aren't any really good spots. Best spot I can see is like here, but I don't know. It's not the best. And having good terrain can definitely make a big difference. I push them all the way to the back because they have a habit of flanking me.
Mystery upon mystery!
And you two will go harass them.
Death hand! Burning decay! It will be! Sister of the Dark Convent! Marching now! Sorceress of Grund! Striking out! Moving out! Onward! Setting forth!
So yeah, pretty easy to dodge those shots.
Striking out! All shall suffer!
Especially when they all fire at the same time.
On to battle! Advance!
That's the general.
Striking out! Forward!
Wasting their ammunition is definitely something we could do. It's not what I want to do.
On to battle!
not overcast this. We'll get an idea of how much damage it does, because I'm not certain. Yeah, it doesn't do much damage to Weight Watchers. But they don't have a lot of ammo at the same time, and these are probably some of their best units, so just waste their ammo. That's as good as killing them, because when these guys get into melee, they're not very good at all. They're just wasting their ammo. Okay, so they had enough of this. They're like, oh, this guy's fucking with us. Damn right it was. Trying to look for something to use flames on. Fireball over here might not be too bad. Could probably knock a couple of them off. Fire doesn't hit a tree. Didn't. Oh yeah, we got 2 kills. So it's kind of good what they're doing here. I mean, if I was in their position, I'd just all-out attack. But them allowing us to fuck around with them will even the odds. Don't forget, every single shot that they waste lowers their balance of power. I mean, these are archers here. They're wasting all their shots. They could do so much more damage to Blackguard of Nagaron. Problem is, while I'm running around like this, I'm having a hard time casting any spells. But they'll run out of ammo eventually. Let the artillery keep shooting that down. Well, actually, this isn't so bad. I got so much magic once we just look it up. Slowly moving the rest of their army up here, though. If you could take out that eagle, that would really help us out. Okay, these Weight Watchers. Okay, there's dryads there. They are really good at burning. Okay, we clocked quite a few kills there. We got dragons incoming from the flank. Alright, we got it. Move it. So I used a breath attack on the War Hydra. Get over here, I need you to help us fight these dragons. Okay, archers need to focus fire on a dragon. try and shoot in that direction there. Okay, one dragon's just about gone. This is the downside of being so close to the red line here, though. Don't need to kill it. Shattering it is as good as killing it. Patrick, get over here. Okay, how's that other dragon? I can't see it. Take out the tree, man. Oh, that dragon's gone. Okay, cool. Oh, oh, oh. Look at all this. Shit. There's a lot of damage in here. Still need another 6 seconds. Get in over here. What's the dragon doing? No, 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 no. Back over here. Alright, so that wrecked them there a little bit. Good thing you have the healing potions, so you'd be dead by now. Alright, shit over here. So that tree man, did it get away? This unit over here is taking an absolute beating. How about the breath attack? That'll be really helpful right into here.
Visions of destruction.
Oh, they're trying to get into melee with it. Oh, there's more tree men in here. Aim for the tree men. You need to leave. Otherwise, it's... No, use the breath. There's too much shit going on everywhere there. You need to leave. Shit. This unit here might get wiped out. It's just out of health. Can't do anything about it. Okay, there's more tree men over here. Kill them. And if I press withdraw, he might have gotten away. This one over here also needs to get away. Where's my dragon? If I can get over here, fight, fight. Wow, you're really taking a lot of damage here. I feel like the battle's almost... Oh shit. Let's leave. Just fly it somewhere else. Before you do, take out some of these depot scouts. Victory's in our grasp. Great, how about you actually give us that victory? You get out of there. This is why I wanted to stay close to the red line. So we just withdraw units so they don't get wiped out. Okay, there we go. I think we got the army loss penalty on them. I don't think any of my units got wiped out.
The forest does not rest.
Don't think. Everyone looks like they're in reasonable shape. And if no one got wiped out, it doesn't matter if it was a heroic victory or a pyrrhic victory, because they'll all recover very quickly. So clearly this army does need more leveling up. Sorceress did a great job.
I am beyond defeat.
Yep, nobody got wiped out. Okay, good. A lot of money gained from that.
Feast on your spoils.
Need the slaves.
Power, dark and violent. Master of cruelty.
So there will be another revolt,
Nagaroth
but that's okay, we can deal with it.
The buildings
Noble
are
blood.
crumbling.
Alright, yeah, a Ward of Cain would have really helped you out in that battle. Alright, good.
Lord of the Black.
Alright, so how are we going for territories? 179, that's good.
Favored of the Witch King.
You should be safe to get to Force March to here.
Going now.
What we need to do is we need to destroy the forest, occupied or not, whichever. Even though it's like not suitable climate. This is the source of their strength. We take that out, we take them out. Taking out their settlements outside of it, just not doing anything. I'll end up forgetting that if I don't build it.
Hag sorceress of blood.
Yeah, you're going to work bad. Okay, that's all construction done. Who needs to move?
Dreadlord, at your command.
Right, so yeah, it's a little bit of a concern this here.
What?
Because I don't think many of these settlements out here are defensible. If I had to guess, you'd go straight for the Chini. Miragliano should be able to defend itself. Probably not be able to win, but do a lot of damage to them at least.
Rookie nobility.
Still a long distance to Myrmidons, unless we get on out in the water. I'm sure as shit not going out in the water with these guys nearby.
What? He's on
He is on Force March though, he won't be able to reach us here.
Dark Lord.
Probably could get there a lot faster if we do that, but it's too risky. It's not worth the risk. Same distance to get over here.
Fury!
Oh, you had a good free run, but now you're gonna have to play cat and mouse with this motherfucker. Because they have more armies than us, and they will have more armies until they're brought down to like 20 settlements. We've got to sort of aim for their armies more than their settlements. We're trying to get both at the same time. We have to move faster than them. Always prided myself on my speed when it comes to conquest. Slow moving force will be defeated by a speedy force the majority of the time. Everyone's moved. Right, so they just sacked Salzamund whenever that happened. Actually, I'll have you come to here.
Speak!
See if they come back and try to fight us. Sure, no downside to that apart from the loss of slaves. How many settlements do we have? 179. Alright, let's hopefully not lose too many during the end time. Good, he did exactly what I wanted him to do, but what we're up against here is much more than I was expecting. No goddamn wonder that the... hey, what's this provide? Charge bonus, you can have that. No, shit, you're on a cold one. No wonder these guys have proven to be such a pain in the ass for everyone. I mean, look at that, bounce power, Doomstack versus Doomstack. My general is higher level than theirs as well. They got organ guns, that's gonna be so fucking hard to deal with. Inexperienced army. Bugman's Rangers. Just trying to formulate a plan in my mind, exactly what to do now. Is this a river crossing fight? It is. They have to come through here. Well, sort of river crossing. It's a choke point battle. Now, we can actually outrange their artillery, but their artillery does way more damage than ours. I almost find it absurd how much damage that does. So they have to funnel themselves over through here. Alright, what we want to do, I think, is make it so that their units just within range of about there. Ideal for the dark shots. I'll be relying heavily on them. What are you on? Oh, you're just on a horse. Yeah, okay. Try to get them to tank the shots as much as possible. You guys stand up ahead here.
We are ready.
You should probably stay in the rear. They'll aim for you.
Sorceress of grown. Now. Swiftly.
Okay, so just like before, we're going to try and make sure that those artillery don't reach us here.
At once.
But they're too busy shooting the horse.
Destruction awaits. At once. Swift. Come, melee. At once. Seeking victim.
Much easier to dodge it if we had Hellsteed or whatever it is, but we have to make do with what we've got here.
Swiftly. Swift. Destruction awaits.
If we can delay their
Wins.
guys as much as possible
Moving forward.
from getting to the front line,
Moving
we can allow our artillery to do a lot of damage.
Destruction awaits. At once. Moving forward. Seeking victim. Moving forward. Follow the winds. Battle call. At once. Destruction awaits. Glorious battle. Volcane. Swift. Their end comes. Moving forward.
We haven't seen their Bugman Rangers yet. They're going to be a pain.
Moving forward. Battle call.
Right, I think I might pop one of these down.
Cry and aha.
Oh, if I can also get them to use up their explosive charges, that would be good.
Battle call. Wartime call. Follow the wind. Moving forward.
Come on, use them.
Follow the wind. Swift. Seeking victim. Destruction awaits. Moving forward. Follow the wind.
Because that could potentially do a lot of damage to me.
Pain. Destruction awaits. Battle call. Seeking victim.
No, oh shit, I meant to do Pokemon Ranges instead, but that's okay. Don't do anything. There you go. It's good to see. We're doing damage to them, and all they're doing, they're focusing so heavily on my sorcerers, allowing us to shoot them over here. So it's just evening the odds a little bit. Not to mention also wasting their ammo. Oh, what? Shit, something did a lot of damage to you right there. Stop, don't break. Okay, fuck. Here we go. The fighting commences now. Oh, look at what it does to me. Still, these guys over here, they're just sitting around. So what next? If these guys take too much damage, just pull them out of combat. Oh, you're healing. Okay. Well, we can still do this. Because that did a lot of damage. She's racking up some kills there now. Places you can shoot. The majority of their troops are dead now. Okay, our front line is really falling hard as well. Okay, you pull back into here. You guys close the gap. I think we're getting the better of them in this little scuffle. So they weren't aggressive here. They didn't make a charge for our front line. Our archers are still in excellent shape. Good, no units got wasted. And they definitely lost a lot of units. It would be great if we could catch these organ guns, but they're just not good at running down enemy units. Because of course the organ guns were the only ones that did any damage to us at all, really. Can have a hit here. If we can wipe out every unit that we can wipe out, we'll severely weaken them for the next time we have to fight them. So how are they going with this? They didn't get them. Alright, that's fine. First victory, better than Pyrrhic victory, at least, and more experience for you, and of course you still get away. But a lot of their units are dead. If it wasn't for you, we probably would have lost that. They would have overrun our front lines. See, look at this. But then again, our artillery got more kills, but they had longer time to shoot. They wasted a lot of time firing at the wizard. They don't have much left. Go sit at deer to sharpen and wait for death. It's coming for you. So the thing is, if I had moved back there to stop them, they probably would have just gone somewhere else. There's no hope of victory here, and I can't be bothered. Like, even if I do some damage to them, they'll just heal. I mean, they'll just recruit new units. So, you know, waste of time to fight it. Stealing technology at this point, what's the point? I've researched everything that I need.
Stand before the supreme ruler of...
What? They want you to pay to join the war against Bretonia. I prefer if you went up against the dwarves, but yeah, alright. I'll give you I got so much money, if you want to keep Bretonians busy, fine. I don't really care if they destroy a settlement or two. They'll probably just get themselves wrecked.
Cruelty and violence.
Well, there's some stuff here that could make the Blackguard of Nagaron stronger. Guess I've missed that. Melee defense, weapon strength. The biggest problem with the Blackguard of Nagaron, though, is it just gets shot in battle. They don't actually get a whole lot of chance to get in there and kill. So there's stats they need ward save, or how do you block artillery shots? You definitely need that. Definitely don't want to give them a cold one. Not yet. But we'll one step towards Dark Pegasus, and the next battles should be pretty easy, so we should be able to get the Dark Pegasus very quickly.
Dreadlord. Speak! I shall destroy! Destruction lies beyond.
Oh my mother of fucking god. Are you serious? Fucking hell. It's like, everything that I did in the previous match was just undone by that. Come on, the balance of power was way in my favour. Ah, you fuckers. I don't know where I'm going to go back to. I think I need to go back to Marienburg for, no, Cologne for retraining.
Put them in
Crap.
Next, destruction.
They can still finish off a Dieterschaffen.
Untouchable,
Damn,
undefeatable.
dwarves.
Retreat.
I don't want to fight all these goddamn battles manually.
Claim
Man, what a
your
punishment that
prize,
was.
Druki.
Not really that angry about it. Just wasn't expecting that, that's all. Alright, I think there's a black arc close by-ish. This one here. Yeah, you need to get all the way back to
Dark and noble warrior.
back to Cologne. That sucks.
Lord of the Black
But it's not the end of the world. At least we took out their army. It's going to take me longer to retrain those units than it will
Tyrant.
them.
Nagaron!
Yeah,
Withdraw!
it's easy.
Bring me their treasure! I waited long enough.
Easy come, easy go. Goodbye, Midland.
Dreadlord, awaiting command. Create
Should be an easy order resolve.
Carnage and bloodshed await. Yes.
Of course, the higher level lords do better in auto resolve than the lower level lords. So every bit of experience they gain, they'll get a little bit better. And of course, that enemy lord that we fought is dead now.
For Nagaroth, for victory. Thralls move. Druki salvage.
Public order here is maintained. That's good. You come and occupy this.
Black-hearted dread.
How can we do treasure hunt? I really doubt there'll be anything good in there. I'm just...
Onwards! Onwards!
You know, it's a settlement, and if you treasure hunt, then you can't occupy the settlement. So your job's now to make your way over this way.
Futile.
Hag sword.
So wood bed, not well defended, should be able to be auto resolved.
To arms, Druki.
Good.
My powers are growing.
Talisman of Preservation. Let me see, what have you got here? Yeah, that's actually better, I think. What about you? Yeah, I'll keep it with that. There we go. I'm sure there's some units out there that don't even have any equipment. Let's take a look. Yeah, here's one. Alright, so what do you need for you? I guess making the Blackguard of Nagaron stronger might have actually saved them in that fight. And there we go, like I said, Dark Baker's Sphere, because we really don't want them to have cold ones. I hate them. They're such a shit unit. Okay, public order here is being maintained. Yeah, if we left, we're gonna have problems. Then again, this is being built. That'll provide extra for public order. Maybe not. To stay in the this area here, take a little bit of attrition, which isn't the end of the world if it's not that severe. Yeah, because you don't have to worry too much. You'll take attrition no matter where you stand, so might as well stand in home territory.
Watch and wait.
And yeah, we still maintain public order because you provide a character bonus of. Actually, it doesn't look like you're providing any public order. So how many settlements are we on now? Yep, we're gaining on them. Ah, the Bretonnians show up.
King of the
How cute.
Die with kings.
Easy auto resolve here.
Merciless host. Attack.
Yeah. Good, lose it so we get our numbers back.
Spoils.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth. Everywhere ruin.
So this is under siege. By what though?
I am the blood of Gilles.
Couldn't be the last defenders. It must be the Ripperhorn tribe. Well, if I come in contact with the Ripperhorn tribe, I'll probably just end up killing them myself.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Thanks for committing suicide, though.
Die!
It was the Ripperhorn tribe.
Death and carnage await. Lord of Black Court.
So here we are, arriving in the Southlands, or Araby, which is called Land of Assassins. This is a level 5 settlement. I kind of don't want them to go and do that. I now regret saying, yeah, go blow them up. Although, If they do that, they might lose. So they've been under siege for one turn. They probably won't. I'm going to send you down. They probably won't attack it this turn. I'll send you to go kill them. And then to, of course, take Leshiak.
The buildings are
Because
crumbling.
it's red, no slaves here. We're not going to make much money from here. It's more a case of occupying the territory so our enemies don't hold it.
Dreadnought.
Sort of like, I can't get back there now. Like, they'll take that, and then they'll get away. So I might as well go after Myrmidons.
Destruction. I am Morathi.
A worthy servant.
Awaiting command.
It's kind of risky going, like, balls to the wall, going straight for the King's Glade or whatever. But it would weaken them so much. What kind of attrition is this? Armies will suffer losses due to attrition within the forests of Athaloran. Okay, just take it step by step.
Power awaits me.
Yeah, there's already an army there.
I think not. Noble blood.
Every single one of their settlements have, like, some serious defenders right there. If we were to kill this, these guys would probably get wrecked.
Rookie.
So you might be better off going to Brionne.
Moving.
Probably could have made it there next turn if we had gone directly there, but there was no way for us to know what they had there. It might require a serious, like, multiple armies to properly get in there. If I just send one in there, we're asking for trouble. Hill Pit's public order's actually gone a little bit better, but I think that's largely due to a event. I could really use you on the front line. I mean, you're not very experienced, and that's the best time for you to gain experience. I can send you to the Brass Keep. Because if it revolts, I'm pretty sure Skaven
Cease your
return. Don't want that.
provocations.
It's got 22 turns to sort it out. But this isn't going to last for much longer. Actually 7 turns. What I might do, because I really can't justify leaving anyone here. I'm pretty sure this guy here has public order boosting stats. Good. Keep it under control. I know it's costing me a lot of money to do that, but it would cost more money to have this guy here. I need him on the front lines. We've got to be taking back settlements.
Cruel and deadly.
Good, they've all got equipment. Okay, who else hasn't moved? Pretty sure that's all of them. Still a bit of construction before the next turn. What if... Let me just see here. No, I was just thinking this army, if it makes its way down here to work bad, there's barracks.
The air is thick with murder.
It's probably closer to get over here, and I do need extra help against the Wood Elves. If anything, the Wood Elves are actually more of a threat to us than anything. Because they're hugely concentrated, where the Dwarves are at least a bit spread out. It's almost absurd how many armies they have. If you have a look at how many settlements they own...
Lord of the Asray!
15 settlements. How the fuck can they afford this many armies with 15 settlements, especially given how crappy the Wood Elf economy is? I mean, the pretty simple answer is they already get an upkeep bonus, being on legendary difficulty, and then, of course, the World's Tree, or whatever the fuck it's called, provides them with an additional public order bonus, which, not public order, reduced upkeep bonus, so they're really not paying for their troops at all. Hence why they seem to just have no problem recruiting loads of troops.
I am the first sorceress.
This game was not play tested on legendary difficulty. There's no way. They must have done like 5 turns and been like, yep, seems fine, and then moved on. Either that or this was part of their design, been like, just full of bullshit in it. Seem to be fine with the AI just having ridiculous cheats. I mean, I thought Attila was bad when it came to AI cheats, but Warhammer 2 takes it in a whole new direction. Warhammer 2, that is. AI not hard enough? Well, we just give them more cheats. No, how about you make them make better decisions and less cheats? That would be more interesting. I mean, it's not like... we don't expect them to be as good as a human player in terms of, like, quality. And I do expect them to have some cheats, obviously. But they make such stupid moves all the time. Of course, sometimes I get comments from people saying, I keep losing on hard difficulty, what's going on? How is he able to dominate on legendary difficulty? I guess casuals would struggle on, well, I wouldn't say casuals, but less experienced people would struggle on legendary difficulty. Of course, I mean, I'm bloody struggling on legendary difficulty. You don't get any more veteran than I do. I am. They'd go up against anything and their armies just stomp. I feel like if I want to destroy the Wood Elves, we have to burn the World Tree, or whatever the hell it's called. Tree root, or whatever it is.
Words have great power. The power.
No. Why are we trusted friends? Military actions against Dwarf and Bretonnia. You go to war with the Dwarfs. No. You have no use to me then. So we only lost one settlement during that turn. Oh, damn, we're gonna get a revolt here.
The people are displeased.
I mean, I could send
I
you
am
back there.
Laura.
Why's the public order so bad? Oh, probably because Kimberback kept getting sacked.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Druki Lord. Death! I am
Mean to hit this for a while now.
surrounded by weaklings. Their meager wealth is mine.
You could take Middenheim. You'd certainly be able to do it.
Cease your provocations.
There's nothing out here for you to retrain those units, though.
Vicious dread. Move.
Like I said, we're going to need assistance against the Wood Elves. At least most of their armies are very passive.
Master of cruelty. Next, destruction.
They've got walls here. That'll have to be fought manually.
Cruel and savage. Carnage and bloodshed await.
Of course, these guys here are probably going to do the major damage to the
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
the dwarves. I don't think they have as many armies in the Southlands as they do up here. And these are, of course, two of my best armies.
Nagaron. Slaughter calls us.
Pain flows through me. Everywhere ruin.
I wonder if there's any strategic positions out here. And landmarks we could possibly get. Dwarven settlements out here. Of course, taking these settlements away from them should reduce the amount of money they have, even if only by a small amount. So if we have a look here, we are making gains, just very slowly. 184 settlements. That means there's 111 settlements that we haven't taken. Fresh next let. Oh, it's got defenses there.
Favored of the Witch King.
Can't auto resolve that. That would be a disaster.
Destruction lies beyond.
Take too many casualties and there's nowhere to recruit them nearby. Okay, I think with that we'll end the episode here because we're at an hour and a half and there's some big battles that need to be done. The situation's good and bad at the same time. Like, we've seriously still got a massive slog ahead of us, and I think to some degree we need to concentrate on the Wood Elves because they're always going to be a massive pain. They've proven themselves to be dishonorable. Let me just see if I have a look here. What does it say about them?
The forest calls.
Yeah. Isolationist. Yeah, bullshit, but that's fine. It's not legendary difficulty. I don't know why I'd expect any different. If we could wipe them out, that's a lot of enemy armies that we just don't have to worry about anymore. And it might be worth even losing a lot of territory out here, just to start pulling things over this way, and just get rid of this, just secure all this off, just so that all of these armies we just don't have to deal with them again. And also, Wood Elf armies are arguably just as difficult to beat as Dwarven armies. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 41 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.